Four Nights of the Apocalypse Part 1 is over. Percival, wherever you are, hope to see you soon, but now it's time for the others to get their time to shine. Percival, the entire demon arc was heavily focused on you, so you need a break. And what better way than with a time skip? Now, I love time skip theories because there's just so much potential of what the future can offer from what we've seen so far in Part 1. Part 1 has definitely given characters so much potential for the future, but what's going to be the payoff? We're going to talk about that here today. My friend Greek Weeb recently released a video talking about this very subject. Go check him out whenever you finish this video, but for me, I have a couple of theories as to what might happen. There's no guarantee because, hey, this is a theory, and it's just that, a theory. But it makes the payoff all the more exciting when you realize, oh crap, I predicted that. I can't believe it came true. If we are going to have a time skip, I'm hoping that for certain that there's probably going to be a new design, and I don't just mean like a new outfit. I mean seriously, these characters have worn so many different outfits over Part 1, and anime characters rarely change their clothes. No. As explained by Guinevere, she and Lancelot will meet a couple of times, rather. The first part came true. They met when he was 16, they'll meet again when she's 18, she'll kiss them again when she's 19, and then later at 23. If we go off by this means there's possibly going to be a 2-year time skip between the last chapter, which Arthur officially declares war on Britannia, and Percival's departure into the spirit realm. We're just gonna call it that. Our young, youthful 16-year-old lads and ladies are gonna age up 2 years, and who knows how they're gonna look different-wise. Aside from just new clothes, I'm also hoping that they'll have more of a mature feature. And when you also consider that they're going to be in war, so yikes. You can tell that the war has gotten to them and they look way more mature than they should. Action does that a lot. But what's going to happen during this war? Remember, it's not just Arthur against, Leonis. It's going to be against every single race that isn't human or humans that are aligned with them, which includes Leonis, but also other kingdoms. In times of conflict, people need to get stronger, so maybe we'll be seeing some sort of new power-ups. For example, Tristan Leonis has become more accepting of as who he is. He's not a demon or a goddess. He may be both, but he is his own unique race. He is his own unique person that shouldn't be, just measured up to his parents. Tristan needs potential in himself, learning how to mix his goddess and demon clan powers like he did in the last arc. Hopefully the next time we see Tristan, he is creating more moves. Hopefully it'll be awesome to see. Also, I want to see what his magic is. Apparently it's called Nova, which explains all the stars. I mean, seriously, his arc are star-shaped. His demon mark is a star shape. What is going to actually be the actual power? I'm expecting his demon clan powers to eventually start shooting out black holes. Another member of the washout duo is Gawain, and hopefully, she's starting to master her abilities and sunshine more. Compared to Escanor and Mael, she is so much of a novice. She has a time limit. How? Gawain also needs to utilize both her sunshine, or as she call it, dawn. I mean, the technical term for this power is sun, even though Escanor called it sunshine, but hey, we're just gonna call it sunshine. She needs to learn how to keep mixing sunshine with her own power. Escanor did not have magic. Mael had, arc. She can have all sorts of other types of spells, and imagine combining them with sunshine. Hopefully by the time we see her again, she is comboing these powers together for some awesome effects. I hope. Also, give her a girlfriend. She is completely thirsting over the only other 2 girls who are not eligible. At least, Isolde isn't. Maybe you can try Anne, I don't know. Although I have heard theories that this night, this green one is going to be her secret love interest, because maybe under that mask it's a woman? Who knows? I don't know. A love-enemy type relationship? I don't know. Theories are weird. Okay, that's why I'm doing this. Lancelot Okay, the guy's OP. He's got a sword made from dubs. It's not his own, but hey. So he's got an advantage already. What I want to see personally is him breaking whatever the Arthur did to Jericho's mind and visit his parents. Stop being an edgy douche, Lancelot, and go see your mom. This is a time of war, and who knows what's going to happen to her. Arthur is now a dick. He hates everything and everyone that isn't a human, including humans who support them, which means your dad. Your parents are next on the kill count. Go see your parent, douche. And if this is that 2-year time skip, find a tower and see if Guinevere's inside. Hopefully, Nakaba, please tell me hopefully, she actually looks legal now. Please. It's hard being an SDS fan with this. The memes. The goddamn memes. First of all, I hope we don't see him for a little while longer, maybe, I don't know, 100 chapters. These guys need their time to shine. As for Percival, if we do get to him, I hope he's just out in the spirit world, realm, place thing. And he's just like hanging around with his brothers and sisters, learning about what he is, and maybe coming to terms with being a life and death god. Maybe learning more about his death powers. Please tell us he's gonna learn how to use his death powers again. But not return until much later. As for the platoon members, let's see. From the Tristan platoon, Shion and Isolde need to get stronger by their own. Isolde can make bombs, and Shion is the Avatar, but worse in terms of personality. He is somehow worse than Korra, but yet somehow better than Yuno because he also has Soph. Haha, take that, Yuno, you egotistical douche. But Shion, also, dial back the praise. Tristan is your cousin, and it's weird. Please stop. From the Percival platoon without their dear captain, everyone is hopefully going to be much stronger. After all, they had a couple of chapters of building up their potential before the whole behemoth fight, and it meant nothing. Absolutely goddamn nothing. Why did they train at all? Donnie, hopefully his telekinetic powers has advanced much more. Earlier, we saw that he could only do stuff like brick by brick instead of just launching an entire tower. Hopefully, maybe, he can launch half that tower, and later, the entire tower. And then later, multiple towers. He will barrage the enemy with towers and rumbles and mountains. Then again, it's Donnie. He's the Usopp of the group. Oh, maybe he could learn how to, like, I don't know, make himself fly. That's a thing that telekinetic people can do. All I can say, Donnie, is if being a holy knight doesn't work out, you can always try being an advanced Uber. From Anne, her powers are weird. It used to be just about seeing the truth, seeing where the real enemy lies in illusion, seeing who's telling a lie or who is of pure intentions. But now, tell a lie, and your ass is facing the grass. Then again, Anne also can't lie, not even to herself. You know, after seeing all these weird truth-based curses, I have to say, Pinocchio got off real easy. Galen turned to stone, and Anne has to keep face-palming her face into the ground every time she lies. Pinocchio, you got off kind of easy. I have no idea how this power is going to evolve like some sort of Pokemon. But hey, it'll be cool to see Anne just being more of a badass. And now it's time for Naciens, who is human? Quotes? What the f does that mean? Okay, back to it. Nakaba, what are you planning? Naciens does have a lot of potential. If he can touch or ingest any sort of poison in mist, air, or liquid, he is going to be able to create antidotes, replicas, or mixtures of whatever he ingested or touched. Maybe after the whole demon realm fiasco, maybe he got like some special snake demon poisons or could copy the miasma of the demon realm. I don't know. There's a lot of potential to this kid, this human, quote unquote. Who knows what could happen if this power evolves or gets stronger. But we also know that Naciens also loved Percival very dearly. I mean, look at him. He's on the harem poster. Of course he loves him. but Percival's supposed death will make Nasian's go stronger for his dear love, Percival. So that's it about the characters, but what about events? Arthur has started his war, so hopefully we're going to be getting battles all across Britannia. I predict that the first half of this new part is going to be the four knights scattered across. They're facing Arthur and his evil knights, and just showing off all the potential that they have throughout the years. New moves, new attacks, new everything. But when things are at their lowest, Percival returns after 100 chapters because, like I said, I want everyone to have their own time to shine. The four knights battle, maybe they have some wins, then they have some losses. Percival returns. The battle is turned in their favor after such a long while against Arthur. However, because there are going to be numerous other parts, who knows how many parts, there is the issue of how part 2 will end. And I think it will end with the 7 deadly sins defeated. Reminder, the Coffin of Eternal Darkness is still in the hands of the enemy. The only reason why they haven't done anything is because Percival has the dragon handle. And sad to say that if these 4 are supposed to be stronger than the 7 deadly sins, and because this is anime and manga, something bad has to happen. This was a very, very early issue when we got to the Coffin of Eternal Darkness. It's sad to say, but I think the 7 deadly sins, one of the few hindrances to Arthur's plans, is gonna have to be sealed away in the coffin. It's sad to say, but it might happen. This is how I think part 2 will end. It sucks, but hey, it will give, the four knights some time to get stronger and learn to avenge themselves. Especially if the 7 deadly sins fight Arthur to give the four knights time to escape from something. Who knows? If they're not ready to fight Arthur in part 2, they might in part 3. Thanks to the sacrifice of the 7 deadly sins. It may or may not happen, but if most of the knights are really connected to the 7 deadly sins, Tristan has Meliodas, Lancelot has Bon, Gawain might have Merlin, maybe? Please tell me these theories are right. Somehow, in some way, she's connected to Merlin. Right? Anyway, this will heavily deepen and anger the four knights, who will now be out for vengeance in part 3. But that's just a theory for another time. All I can say is, part 2 is out, and let's get ready for the future of the apocalypse.